Hey everyone, this is Samoy from BI Storyteller, and in today's video we're going to look at a function called useRelationship and how this function can utilize inactive relationships and create measures, right? So over to the Power BI desktop, and what you've got here is are the total sales month on month, right? Now if I look at my relationships, my date table is related to my orders table from the date column to the purchase date column, right? So I'm able to calculate my sales based on this relationship and look at it day on day, week on week, month on month. However, the total sales that I've calculated is based on the purchase date. What if I wanted to calculate the total sales on a different date, right? For example, what if I wanted to calculate the value of all the goods that were delivered? So that's on the delivery date, right? So this is what I'm going to do. Now, typically, you cannot have, not typically, you just cannot have more than one active relationship between two tables, right? It just won't allow it. That's how it functions. So what I'm going to do is I'm still going to go ahead and create an additional relationship between the date table and the orders table to the delivery date, right? Now, what it's done, though it's created the relationship, it's a dotted line. That means it's an inactive relationship, right? And if I go to the relationship, first thing you can see that this relationship is not active. So you have this option. If I click on this option, it clearly says that you cannot have another relationship because there's already one that exists. So either delete the one you already have, or you got to use this, right? So I'm going to say, okay, I don't want to make this relationship active. That's fine. But I'm still going to use this relationship, right? And here's how we're going to do it. And we're going to use DAX to create this measure. And what DAX does is that it creates a virtual table to then return these values to you. So new measure, and I'm going to say sales by delivery date. So calculate sales, total sales, or the total sales. But instead of using the active relationship between the purchase date and the date table, I'm going to specify what relationship to use. And I'm going to specify that relationship using the function useRelationship. Now, one thing you have to keep in mind is that useRelationship will not work without calculate. Okay, so if you want to use useRelationship, you have to use calculate. All right, keep that in mind. Now, so I'm saying calculate the total sales and use the relationship between the date column in the date table and my delivery date. Let me just change the value to currency. Now if I pull this in here, there you go. You now have not only your total sales, but you also have your sales by the delivery date. So this is how you use useRelationship. It will first thing to remember is that it will only work with the calculate function. Okay, and what it does is that when you kind of specify this function, what DAX is doing is that it is creating a virtual relationship and a virtual table and then returning those values to you. And you can use useRelationship on inactive relationships as we have over here. So I hope you learned something out of this video. And if you like this video, hit the like button. If you loved it, subscribe. And as always, take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.